All I keep hearing is Lana Del Rey, let the light in. I feel so at peace, so grounded, so rooted in spirit and in source right now. And the first card that I pulled is the Artist here. And this talks all about creative expression. It talks all about getting communication from the universe, from source, from spirit, and using it to go create. I feel like the biggest thing that's going on in this collective's life is you guys are accepting self-love. You guys are accepting healing. You guys are allowing your inner child to come through. You guys are allowing spirit to come through. You guys are surrendering control. You guys are surrendering fear, anxiety, depression, doubt. And that's where you can finally take a deep breath. This collective needs this. This collective deserves this, okay? For so long, I'm hearing creative drought. You guys could have felt like you guys were in the wrong place. You were with the wrong people. You were doing the wrong things. And while some of that is true, you couldn't quite see where the shifting needed to take place. And I feel like that is changing right now, okay? I'm hearing the light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm really noticing this castle that's kind of just beyond the distance in this card. It's like, you know exactly where you're headed. You know exactly where you need to go. And again, it's like once you trust those downloads from spirit, once you surrender things to spirit, once you allow them to take control of your life, that's when good things start to flood in very, very, very fast. 131 as I pause, but let's get some cards for this collective. I'm so proud of you, babe. 10 of Cups. Okay, and we have the Hangman here at the top of the deck. I feel like for a really long time, you struggled with the idea of realizing that that's obtainable for you. You know, it originally landed in the cross position. And I feel like for a really long time, you know, you believed in love, you believed in the wish fulfillment, you believed in the happily ever after, but you felt like it wasn't for you, like it couldn't be you. But source and spirit is really saying this is going to be you. You are going to have your happily ever after. You are going to get the blessings and the gifts that you have been wanting so badly. And then some. And then some, okay? The universe has said that there's been a need to shift your perspective. And I really do feel like you have maybe been felt to feel crazy. Through your spiritual path, you could feel like, you know, with organized religion, you don't maybe follow suit, and you could be ostracized because of it. You could feel like you're crazy. You could feel like you're the only one who makes sense, that you can't talk to anyone about your beliefs. But again, it's once you release and you relinquish all of that control and all of that outside perception, it doesn't matter what other people think. It does not matter what other people believe. It matters that you are rooted in source and you are rooted in your sovereignty. As long as you stay on that route, you are going to be perfectly fine, and the blessings are going to just fall into place automatically. And you know what? Your journey is not going to make sense to people. I can assure you that. Your journey is not going to make sense to about 80% of the people that come across your life, okay? So you don't have to sit there. You can't sit there and try to explain why you believe what you believe, or why you worship so-and-so, or do this, or practice this, or burn this. They've already had their minds made up. You do not have to sit. That is not part of your journey. You are not trying to convince people to change their way, to follow suit, to change religion, to practice a certain... Your job is to stay rooted in source and rooted in your sovereignty. Everything else is just background noise to you, okay? Oh my goodness. I feel like you can seriously feel this calmness just radiating off of me. It's like, seriously, when you finally release all of these perceptions, opinions, stares, comments, ideas that just are not aligned with your mission and you and your God, it's suddenly things become way easier. The weight gets lifted off, it's a lot easier to breathe, it's a lot easier to focus, the mission becomes clear, there's not self-doubt creeping in. That's exactly what Spirit needs you to remind yourself is, again, you might be lonely right now, but Spirit's saying you're never lonely when you follow your source, okay? It's like 5 of Wands again. Right now you could be fighting the fact that this is a less followed path, that you might have to let go of some people, some friendships, some dynamics, some beliefs within yourself when you fully commit to this. But again, it's the universe is really having you look at all of the times that you've had these major blessings come into your life. And it has always been when you have just been able to create and exist with source. It's really, really beautiful. And I feel like sometimes this collective may struggle with like depersonalization. I hope that's the right term, but essentially when you kind of step out of your body. And I feel like that's almost on purpose by the universe. And again, I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not a therapist. Please don't, if you have actual mental health problems, please don't be clicking into what I'm saying too much, but the right ones are going to get it. It's almost like the universe does that, source does that for you on purpose, for you to remind yourself like how surface level it all is. You might actually see yourself in these moments of conflict and chaos and be like, well, what am I doing? I don't even really care. This has no involvement with me, myself, or my future, or the people that are actually caring about me in my life. So what am I doing? Like sitting here and bickering, like I got other things to do. I really do feel like that's why the universe, like source, really does kind of pick you apart and be like, hey, look at what we're doing. And source and God and the universe understands that we're human and that we're going to have those moments of having a human brain and having a human experience. But that's, again, it's just a re-clicking. It's just we kind of got shifted off gear. Let's kind of realign. Let's get back to center. Let's make sure that we're really doing what we need to do. Okay. The Queen of Cups, we have Temperance in the reversal and the Two of Pentacles. I think the biggest thing here is to really just lean on yourself in times where you do not feel, you have a hard time trusting yourself. You have a hard time trusting in the universe when things take time. Especially I'm hearing with the Two of Pentacles, when you're struggling, carrying a lot of things, when you're super busy, when you feel like you're just juggling the weight of the world, sometimes you kind of place that blame on the universe, on source. You kind of feel like you're getting punished in a way. You kind of feel like things should be given to you faster. I'm hearing spiritual bypass. And that's, again, we're human. The Spirit's coming in 707 to really remind you that it's human. But as long as we address it, we confront it, we heal it, and we move on, and we do the appropriate action, it's okay. It's okay. But the universe wants you to, I'm hearing, feel more. They want you to really embody, and right underneath that is the world. So this siren energy, this mermaid energy, this water energy, Venusian energy, they really want you to step into that heart space, into that emotional energy, and allow things to be expressed. That's part of your creation is what I'm hearing. That's part of your creative process. I'm hearing no duh. Creativity comes from emotion. I'm laughing. But 747, you need to really just let those emotions flood out. Okay? And I really do feel like this collective, there are really good things happening with the 10 of Cups in the world. It's like things are closing out, cycles are closing out, people are getting removed, places are getting changed. Because again, when you trust in source, when you just let them take care of things and you trust that they see things, hear things, know things that we simply cannot know, and you just surrender and relinquish that control, confirmation from the cat, the good things happen. But I love you guys so much. If you need a personal reading, if you need a personal spell work, if you need any spelled body oils, sprays, I only have this account, y'all, so please do not get scammed. I will not reach out, seriously. The only way to book with me is in the bio above, but I love you all so much.